Hey friends, I'm back today with another Flashback Friday, and I am using, okay, look, I know that my eyeshadow does not look good, okay? Let's just get in here. Nothing turned out how it should have. I put the way wrong lip gloss on for this look, but I really wanted to try this. It's, I'm really excited about this. It's the Magic Slick, and it looked totally different over the lip color I was wearing. Actually, let me try and show you these two. This is what I have mixed together. How the hell did this happen? Okay, that's all I'm saying. It got away from me. It's not at all what it was supposed to be, but it's fine. So in any case, the brand that we're talking about today is Adept Cosmetics, and the palette that we're talking about is the Amunet, and I believe I have the light version of it. At least I'm pretty sure. Please excuse this thing. It's driving me nuts. Those things are actually making me grouchy. This is the packaging. It's beautiful. It is nice. It's not like the most unique. It's not the least unique. It reminds me very much of Natasha Denona. When you open it up, this is the color story, which there's actually quite a bit of shift in a lot of these shadows. And I would not have, like, gotten that or thought that originally, which I'm trying to get up here so you can see some of this, what's going on. I love this shade up here. It's awesome. If I had done the other look that I had done just slightly different, I think I would have liked that even more. But it was my fault. Everything that I've done in both the looks to make them not what I wanted was my fault. It had nothing to do with the palette. The performance was great. The mattes were fantastic. Like, really, really good. All of the metallics and the multi-chromes and the duochromes also really, really good. I think for me, this is just a color story that I don't love. And I think it's because the tones are very muddying. Like, if you mix them together, you're not going to get, like, a blended, beautiful color. You're going to just get kind of more, I mean, I feel like it's kind of, it's not that there's anything with the quality. I just feel like the colors will not be beautiful together. That's just my thought. But do I think that this paired with something else would be really nice? I do. I am just simply at a point in my collection and in my makeup journey where I am very impatient and I want everything all in one place that I'm going to pull from. And if I can't do that, then I probably just need to let go of whatever that item is. And that's probably what I'm going to do with this, even though I actually really, really enjoy some of the shadows that are in here. If all of their pan sizes were the same between their palettes, I would probably swap a few of these out and keep some of them, but they're not, so I'm not going to do that. I say this now, but I also have not swatched it more than just like here and there. Not like full out swatches, I've just done a few single swatches. So I may change my mind after that, but I have done two looks and I wasn't happy with either one of them. Like I said, they were both pretty much my fault. If I'd done them differently, I might feel differently, but I didn't, and I can't, and I won't go back. So in any case, I don't think I will be keeping this one. I will be selling it. It is beautiful. It does have great shades. I am not a fan of this look at all. The lipstick and the gloss over it did not mesh with it, which is really strange because I felt that it should have gone different. Again, I don't know how that turned like this Barbie pink color, but here we are. There is a lot of shift in the gloss. I know that we're not here to talk about the gloss. It's fine, but it is a really cool gloss. In any case, I just... Oh, and the other thing, you know what? Let me talk about this. I hate these plastics that come over it. They don't protect the shades. I think they're to like protect the packaging, but it drives me nuts because I don't want to take it off because I'm like, it's supposed to serve some purpose that I don't understand, but then I don't want to have it on because it drives me bonkers. Anyway, these are small little pet peeve things because I actually really like Adept. I have like, out of every brand I kept in all of my palette declutters, I think I have the most from Adept. Now I've got to get back through it all, which is why partially I'm like really excited to be doing these Flashback Fridays because I get a chance to get through it and I say yay, nay, go on, move on with my life. And this is one that I can let go of. I can find it in my heart to let go of it. In any case, I'm going to do some swatches for you guys. I'm going to do another look. I'm going to do this look, and I'm going to give you my thoughts again at the end, but you pretty much already know now that I am going to just let this go. I'm going to sell it. Okay, it was really funny. I came on here and I started talking, and I was like, I'm going to sneeze. So I thought I paused it, which I did not. And I sneezed, not in this area, obviously. And my cat is so offended. She was just like giving me the utmost stink eye. It's the funniest shit ever. I swear, this cat has so much personality. It's quite entertaining. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade Hather, which I have demolished this poor pan. It just looks terrible. But it's totally fine. Like, it's totally fine. It's just because I used another shadow and then I dipped into that one. I'm just a jackass. I shouldn't have done it. So in any case, I digress. This might be my favorite shadow in the whole palette, in all reality. And I really wish I had just used this alone on that first, well, you don't know what the first one is because I did it out of order, on the look that I used it in. Instead of, like, trying to add more and more and more. This is a very smooth shadow. There is almost no texture to it at all, but it is very, very shifty. I've definitely seen the shadow done multiple times. Sorry, I've got hair all over this freaking sweatshirt, and I just put it on. Sorry, I'm losing hair left and right. Like, it is very bad. I have lost so much hair in the last, I don't even know, 2 weeks. It's actually horrifying. So that sucks, but I think I will now go into Thoth? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Somebody knows how to pronounce this. Holler at your girl, because she's real curious. Oh, I didn't even talk about this. I'm so sorry. So the very first shadow is like a purple to blue to mint and green. It's amazing, like on a white base. I almost feel like it's on like an iridescent base, like on a clear base, on a fucking Read my mind base. I'm so sorry. That's where I'm at today. This right here is like a really nice kind of buckskin brown shade. Very nice. Very nice. I don't, just ignore me. I'm on one today, y'all. I'm going to do the next shade, Adept, I believe. It's not the next shade, but it's the next shade I'm going to swatch. Ooh, that is a very nice matte shade. Leo is so funny. He was hiding in, I've got like a bookshelf that's kind of like a cubicle. And he was hiding in one of the cubbies. I can't talk today. Just ignore me, okay? That's like a deep chocolate brown. Slight gray tone towards it, though. Undertone, I should say. Okay, now I'm going to do the shade Osiris, which I really, really liked. I had a shadow in a Pat McGrath palette that looked very similar to this that I did declutter, and so I was very excited to see this shadow. It's kind of like a... Okay, it's kind of like a gray-based brown, almost metallic shade. It's more like a really good satin, like a very shiny satin. I wish I had a better way to explain that. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's, yeah, I'm into it. I'm into you. Now let's do the shade Nephitites. Nephitites? I'm so sorry. I don't know. Nephitites. Nephitites? I'm so sorry. I look like an asshole. Also, this is another glorious shade. Like, just look at the impact in that sparkly green. Oh. See, this was what I was afraid of, that I'd go to swatch it and I'd be like, oh. Because honestly, my looks didn't go well, but it was mostly my fault. Not mostly, it was my fault. It wasn't the palette's fault. And so I was afraid that I'd get into swatching it and then be like, but should I just keep it? And I might. I feel like it's got a little bit of brown undertone and shift to it. It's also got a little bit of gold shift, and it's green. It's freaking stunning. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm so glad that my phone is not in view of this. My husband just sent me an inappropriate text, an inappropriate text. I love it. It was beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do this shade right here. It's Ray possibly. The reason I'm going to do it is because it has a green shift in it. So even though it's in the more purple realm, I'm going to use that to transition. Yeah, it was, I don't know why I thought it was going to be lighter in tone when I used it all over my lid like an asshole, but it was not what I was expecting. It's actually almost like a gray-based green that shifts purple, which I'm into, to be frank with you, because it's not a black base, so it's not quite as deep, but it's very beautiful. Yeah. Okay, I am now going to do, you know what, I'm going to do it a different way, I believe. I'm going to do the shade Horus, which is kind of like a concrete shade, like a gray tone to purple. My skin is so dry, bro. So dry. And my allergies are a mess. Are anybody else's allergies a hot fucking mess? Because I swear mine have been really irritated. But I'm always wondering, because we had that controlled gas leak, if like whatever got put up in the air because it was so much, like it went for a few hours, if it just irritated something for me. Maybe not. Maybe it's just weird timing. The next shadow I'm going to use is Seth. Please excuse my phone. And that's almost like a ballet slipper pink, but with purple and a hint of gray. So is it really then a ballet slipper pink? It's like a light purple with a bit of pink and gray. There we go. Was that better? I feel like that might have been a better description. Just ignore me. I need a nap, okay? I know it's the morning, but I need a nap. I'm gonna use the shade Circuit, possibly. Ho ho! I will never get tired of those types of shades. This also reminds me of a Pat McGrath. Well, it wasn't a shadow. I believe it was in the highlighting trio, and I was obsessed with it. Actually, there is another shadow like this from Pat McGrath. I kind of love that the base is like a whitish gray. And you get these very interesting flashes. It almost looks blue. It's very pink. It's got a little bit of orange. It's just very ethereal. Okay, now what do I want to do? I want to go and her. Probably saying it wrong. So sorry. shit, that's gorgeous. That's another very impactful kind of, oh my God, I love it. I would say almost, it's a purpley pink. I don't even know. I was going to go 4 different directions with the, like, coloring of that. And my brain was like, nope. But I do think it has a small shift to it as well. I swatched this terribly. I'm so sorry, everyone. And by everyone, I mean the 2 of you that actually watch my videos. God bless you for hanging out with me. But in fairness, I mean, I had some step siblings, but I didn't live with them really. So I was like an only child growing up. So I did a lot of talking to myself, to be honest with you guys. So I do think it has a little bit of shift to it, but it's not like overwhelming. Okay, what else we got? I'm going to do the shade Anubis. Ooh, that's kind of a creamier one. I like the creamy ones. That sounded really gross. But I do like the creamy textures. I do. For eyeshadow. And ice cream, which I can't have. Miss ice cream. Miss it. I love it. Our local store has like the best freaking ice cream. I can't have it. It's kind of like a black based purple that shifts green. So it's similar to this, but it's not. Okay, so it's funny. This has definitely more of the black base. I guess it could be gray. To me, it definitely seems deeper than the other base. But it has more of a pronounced purple shift. I don't know. That looks kind of purple too. But they're different. I assure you. They're very different. They're just similar. They're sisters, not twins. And I believe the last shadow, I hope that I've swatched them all, is Pita. Pita? I don't know. I'm so sorry. And this is kind of like a hot fuchsia. I don't think I'm calling it the right shade. It's like a purple that has a little hint of pink. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. Almost reminds me of a neon purple in the pan. And there you have it. Let's move this around a little bit, as much as I can up here, but I will get pictures in different lights for you guys to see it. Okay, so I think I should just take this freaking plastic off. It's driving me absolutely bonkers. I'm going to mix the shades Seth and Pita? These 2 shades right here. I'm going to mix them, and I am going to put that all over my crease. I know I've been doing the lid shade first, but we're going to be switching it up today because I just want to see if it makes any difference in how things end up. So I'm just picking up kind of double the amount of Seth as I'm picking up of Pita. I'm sorry, I'm probably saying that very wrong. Okay, and going into slightly lower than the crease, I would say. Kind of onto the lid just a little bit. It's a very soft application. Interesting, okay? Doing the same thing, just right out here. That is very gentle. So soft, so demure. So demure, so whatever. I haven't actually seen that TikTok. I've just seen, like, the spin-offs of that TikTok. So demure, so mindful. That's what it is. Okay, same thing, other eye, kind of double the amount that I'm picking up. Pita, I'm grabbing of Seth. I so prefer mixing shadows. I'm weird, possibly. I'm curious, does anybody else do this, like, often? Or am I, like, one of the only ones? Or do you, like, do it singularly and then mix them together on the eye area? Also, this may bleed off, like, very quickly because my eyes, I don't know, my allergies have just been insane. So no promises here. Same thing, just grabbing a little pencil brush. And I'm going to take that right underneath. I used a different mascara today, by the way. I used the Polite Society Greatest of All Time mascara. I had a little trial size of it. I'll show you guys. This is legit. Like, I clumped it up a little bit too much, but if I hadn't have, oof, that could be a fast favorite, I've got to say. one of the best applications I've had of a mascara, because I really don't have a lot of lashes, and they're very thin and sparse, and I'm constantly losing them. Like right now, I'm pretty positive I'm in a flare-up right now, and because I've been losing like shit tons of hair, and it doesn't just stop with the head hair, it goes with the eyelashes, the brows. It's a hot mess. Okay, so now I think I'm going to take the shade Pata and Imotep. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. So this, and I'm going to mix them a little bit and do the outer V. This little plastic piece is driving me effing batshit. If somebody knows the reason for it being there, let me know. Holler at your girl. I'm very curious. Like, is there like a reason I can't think of? Because it doesn't cover the shadow, so I don't know. Maybe it's to protect the packaging? That could be it. I have gone a little far underneath, but that's okay. Again, just maybe trying to build it slightly more. I'll probably go back in with that first brush to kind of work them together a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Now I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing. I'm almost doing equal parts of Pata and Imotep. Almost. Pretty close. Maybe slightly more of Imotep. Which now I'm just like thinking 100% of The Mummy. Brendan Fraser's 1999 The Mummy. I don't know if anybody else has seen that like TikTok. It's hilarious. Also, great set of movies. I'd heard rumors, and obviously I don't think anything's been substantiated, but I'd heard rumors that they were going to do like another Mummy with him, and I would love to see it. Him and Rachel Weisz come back. I would be quite excited. And the original Mummy guy, of course. Everybody that can be in it, be in it. That'd make me quite excited. Quite excited. Alright, using that first brush, not picking up anything extra, just kind of working it into the crease area. I feel like there's kind of a line of demarcation right here, but that's probably an application thing, to be real honest with y'all. Okay. Alright, so from there, I'm super torn, because I really want to use Hather, which is this, like, bluish, greenish, pinkish shifting shade up here, but then there's a similar one, which is pinkish, kind of like that one that I used the other day in the Glaminatrix palette. It's called Circuit, possibly, where I think it goes pink, orange, maybe a little bit green. I'm very, very torn. I think I am going to do Hather today. No. I've been so matchy-matchy, and I'm about to be matchy-matchy again, so it is what it is, I suppose. But I'm going to do Hather. I'm just picking it up on my finger. It is so beautiful. When you guys are seeing it, you're seeing the strong yellow-green. When I'm looking at it, I'm seeing the green, blue, purple. And in the camera? What are you? What do you want? I need to watch some horror movies. I'm like feeling it. Which is super funny because before my husband, I did not really watch scary movies ever because they actually scare me. And I'm 100% a chicken shit. But now I'm like, give me all the horror, which I can't really take, but I still watch. So it'll be like the middle of the night and I will 100% wake him up. You know, like I'm 5 years old. But I don't care. I will do it. Alright, I'm very torn as to what to use for the lid shade. I think I'm going to start with the shade. This is tough. I kind of want to use a few of them. I'm like, should I go green? Should I go green? I think I'm going to go green. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to take the shade, I'm going to go opposite of what I was thinking. I'm going to use this shade right here called possibly Ray, maybe. I don't know how you pronounce it in Egyptian, possibly Egyptian. I tried to pick it up with my brush and I made a huge chunk out of the pan. So mistakes have been made. Again, I don't have any, oh hell, what's it called? I've screwed this up. You guys can see it. It's bad. I don't have any eye primer. Oh boy. Yeah, this came out far darker than I thought it was going to be. So I was hoping for something different. We may have to tweak what I'm about to do here. Heavily. Some heavy tweaking. But it's funny because I felt like this palette wasn't like super as much well loved from Adept as other ones are. And I've been really wanting to try this for a while. I've had it for a long time. Well, I haven't had it for a long time, but I've had it for a while. And, today's the day. Today's the day. I actually, like, out of the palettes that I kept, the majority are Adept, Glaminatrix. I kept quite a bit of Shroud, but now knowing that they screwed, like, everybody with their last launch, I am so sorry I even did a video on them at all. I may actually just pull it because I feel like I don't want to have any kind of endorsement for them. because they still have a site up. Like, I don't get that. If they're scamming people, why is their site still up? But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. So, if you were going to purchase, you probably don't want to purchase from them. Okay. Alright. I'm going to try to go into this one. Nephitis? I'm so sorry. Don't know. I'm going to try and use that. I really now wish I had used Hather all over the lid, because I think it would have turned out really good. This, I think, is going to turn out much different than I was intending. I may still put Hather over the top of all of this, because I was thinking, oh man, this soft mintish green would look really good against this purple, and now I've gone kind of a grungy green with this purple, unintentionally. Oh yeah, be different, it'll be great. We'll go on the other side. Picked up too much. Yeah, I have done this all weird and jacked up. Damn it all. But you don't know until you know, and now you know. Ree was not the shadow I was wanting. And now this look has gone a total different direction. Good times. And I'm hoping I can still save the day with Hather. Who knows? Oh boy, this has certainly gotten away from me. I'm going to try and go back in with my first brush and kind of do something here. Besides continue to muddy the waters. I feel like I'm kind of almost making it purple or bluish gray. And that was not the intention. Not the intention. That's dry makeup. You can wash it off and try something new the next day. Just would have been fun to do something I liked. Okay. Well, this has gotten way away from me. Alright. Clean off my brush a little bit. And we're going to try and go heavy with Hather right over the top of everything, which is that inner corner highlight shade. Try and marry the mess that I've made. Oh boy, maybe I should have used my finger. And shouldn't have put it over like the darkest colors in the palette. I really did not realize that Ree was going to end up looking the way it did on the eye. Otherwise it would have been like this beautiful minty shade. Now I've muddied the pan. Muddied the shit out of the pan. Oh boy. Things are not turning out how I thought they would. This is like a series of unfortunate events right now. It's fine. It's just not great. Oh boy. This has gone awry. And I've totally jacked this pan. Okay. Things have truly gotten away from me here. I don't know what, if anything, I can do to attempt to save this, truthfully. Sorry, I went back in with the same thing I used in the crease, but on the bottom again, trying to, like, differentiate them. This is not what I was intending at all. Things have gotten very strange. Yes, I've given up and tried to go to finger. I should have just given up and taken everything off and started it all over. That's what I should have done. Alright, it is what it is. I'm gonna get some liner on. I'm gonna fix my eyelashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. This has totally gotten away from me. I did switch out the lips, which I'm not loving the lip either, but it's fine. It is what it is. I actually feel like there was probably a JSC lipstick that I had that really would have matched this well, but I don't have it, so I'm quite sad, to be honest. I don't think I've found another color like it, and I have a metric shit ton of lip glosses and lip pencils and lipsticks and liquid lipstick, so I feel like I should have found something at this point that matched it, but they're not quite the same. So in any case, it is what it is. This is the final look. I think, honestly, here's the no bullshit. Had I not put any of the other lid colors on and just used Hather all over it, I think that this would have turned out exactly how I would have liked in my mind. But since it's not like that and I can't see it now, I'm having a hard time being emotionally attached to it. So, I'm going to give it another shot with this. Normally, I would do my intro with this, but I'm just not feeling this look at all, and I'm praying that the next one will be better. Let me know what your guys' thoughts. It's fine. So I honestly am very torn on what to do. Kind of what I wanted to do the first time didn't work out. And I'm feeling different now that I'm looking at it now. I think what I'm going to do is just start with some base stuff. I'm going to go in with Thoth? The, you know, neutral-ish color. And I'm going to put that all over my crease area. Why did I close the mirror in front of me? Not helpful. Okay. I'm just going to start there, and I guess we'll build from there. I don't know what the hell I'm building, but we're going to just go to that. My brush is not completely clean, so shocker. And I don't know if I'm going to get some kick up of something else that was on it. But that's okay. Oh, this mirror's got some flash in it's doing here. I mean, I could turn off the light, but it's clear over there. Sorry, you probably hear my husband peeing. Because in this house, we just leave the door open and let it fly. And he sang the Huggies song. Maybe it's Huggies. Maybe it's not Huggies. Who does the pull-up song? Pampers? I'm getting no answer even though he's sitting over there peeing. I'm just taking the same shade and I'm putting it underneath my lash line, which has kind of just gotten out of whack. It ended up being like, I kind of put it where you put your concealer instead. That's fine. It's just not fine. I am going to mix the shades. I'm trying to debate what I want to do. I think I'm going to do these two because that's not, I would normally use something else. But then I kind of want to use that one. Alright, it's fine. I'm going to use a little bit of all three. I'm going to use Thoth or Thoth. I'm so sorry, I'm saying it wrong, I know. Horus, and then Imhotep. I'm gonna, this one down here, I'm gonna mix those three together because I kind of want a brownish gray tone. And what better way than to just make it your own? And I'm gonna pop that into the outer portion of my eye. Kind of equalish parts, but slightly a little bit more of the lighter brown and the gray color. Which did not go well. I've made a mess and it does not look good. It's fine, just ignore it, okay? Same thing over here. Should have been a little bit more conservative about the way I applied that one over on the other side. But I wasn't, and I can't go back. Oh boy, I took that way over. Look what I've done. I'm going to try and clear off this brush a little bit and marry the two shades together. Because it looks okay on this eye, and then on this eye it got away from me. I mean, I feel like you can't really tell what I'm doing, but it's fine. So we had the craziest thing happen today. This morning, there was this really loud sound. It sounded like a loud jet engine going for like a solid, well, it went for hours. And, but at the time, my husband's like, do you hear that? And I was like, in the bedroom, and I thought it was just the garbage truck. But then he was like, come outside and listen to this. So I went outside, and if I can include a clip of the sound, I will include it, because it was horrifying.
No, it was like an open fire.
Yeah, but like the world's most powerful open fire? It's like Mordor style fire.
That's what I'm saying.
Should we move? Should we leave?
I don't know.
And I was like, end of days, it's the end. I was thinking literally of an exact moment on American Dad when Principal Lewis is like, end of days, bitches! That was my, like, exact thought. And we were trying to figure it out, and I called, like, the fire department and all over, just trying to see. Well, apparently it was a controlled gas leak, but they didn't tell anybody in our, like, community, so it sounded like literally the trumpets of hell sounding. And I was like, why would they not tell anybody this? Why would they not let anybody know ahead of time that they were going to be doing it? It was absolutely effing terrifying. I literally thought it was the end. Like, I called my mom, I'm like, don't leave the house! I'm a little dramatic anyway, but, it was actually scary. Even my husband was like, what the hell is going on? So it wasn't just a me thing. And then, like, we have in our little community here, there's a Facebook page for people that live in our area. And people are like, what the hell is going on? Like, so it wasn't just me, and it wasn't just us. It was actually horrifying. But in any case, so it's finally done making the sound now. But for a hot minute, I was like, okay, we need to go get stuff. We need to go get water. We need to go get food. But in any case, so, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you guys what I was doing. I'm taking the exact same, like, shadow combination down underneath as well. Kind of just trying to smoke it out a little bit. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take the shade up here called Osiris. And it looks really, really interesting. It looks like it has a little bit of shift to it, but also kind of not. I kind of want to put it all over the lid. But I feel like anytime I go deep on the lid, I end up not liking the look. So, I don't know. Decisions. I'm debating. I think I'm going to do it anyway. Why not? Alright, I'm gonna start with it on the outer, just so I get an idea of what it looks like. I have no, yeah, that might be a little deep for what I'm wanting. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it out in the outer portion. It's probably deeper than what I just did. Thanks, love! And I took it up too high over here. So I'm gonna try and fix this little mess that I've made. I kind of feel like that last step that I did was totally unnecessary once I added this. It's fine, whatever. Look, it was never going to be perfection. It's just not how I roll. But that is a really beautiful shade, actually. It reminds me a lot of this shadow that I used to really like that was in a Pat McGrath palette. I have gone very deep with it on that side. I'm going to do the same thing underneath with a little bit of it. This look is a smudgy nightmare. I'm sorry. It's not the shadow. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. This is me just kind of trying to work it and blend it out a little bit. It's not perfect. It's just not perfect. Okay, now I literally don't know what I was going to do because I really wanted to do something different. But as per the norm, that didn't happen. I'm going to go in with Circuit right here. I'm going to put it all over the lid, and we're just going to give that a shot and see where it sits. I was going to try some other stuff, but at this point, I will not be doing that. That is a really pretty shade. It's a little pinker than I would have liked. It's actually not. It's very shifty, so that's just the catch, the light where it's catching or whatever. Let me try and use a regular brush now instead of my finger. And put that in, which kind of, with the colors that I chose, I feel like this looks a little strange, truthfully. But for the sake of time and what we're doing, it just is what it is. Already done? Are you already done? And I'm just putting that on top and on the bottom. Definitely looks different than I was planning. I may still add one more thing then, because now I've kind of gone too far. Okay, and I'm just sort of taking that into the tear duct as well. Not the tear duct, but the inner eye. I'll brighten it further, I guess. And then I'm gonna, just because we're here, all of us are here, I'm gonna take the shade right here and her. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it wrong. I'm pronouncing it. And I'm gonna try and mix the middle. I'm going to, blah, blah, blah. Let me try this again. I'm going to mix the front half to the back half. That's a pretty, very pretty shadow, actually. If I had done it different, I think I'd like it more. This is a me thing, you guys, as per the normal. Got a little sidetracked here. Okay. I don't know why I had to be totally silent there. It's a real thing. I'm going to take a little bit more of that first shadow and mix it in with this one right here. Just to try and meld those two together a little bit more. Which I don't feel worked out the best. I really need an eyeshadow base. Alright, it is what it is. This is just what it is. These are very pretty colors. Do I think this is my favorite color story? No, probably not for me. But I do think had I done this slightly different, I would have liked it better. So that's where I'm sitting on that. I'm going to just one more time pick up the first shade I put down on my lid and just kind of repat it back out here. And that's it. I'm like, I'm really done touching it. 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 I'm really not done touching it. Can you guys tell? I don't like how this has turned out. But at least now I can really be sure about how I'm feeling. Funnily enough, the look that I didn't like the other day, my husband really liked, but I was not a fan of. Okay. Again, this is not perfect. I'm going to get some liner on. I'm going to fix my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, I can just tell you right now, I'm definitely going to go ahead and sell this palette. It is a beautiful palette, and I think used with other things it would be even better, but I don't love the colors that are all in here together right now. So even though I do like it, and I really love Adept, and I like the formulas that are in here, I think it's just makes more sense for me to use what I'm really, really enjoying, and this is just not what I'm like, oh, this is my most favorite ever. I definitely felt that way about a lot of things that I've used recently, but just not this. So I hope that everybody's staying safe and healthy and not having random controlled gas leaks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!